and we're still together. And this beautiful girl gets in the taxi with me, this Asian girl. And she just started talking about the night. She said that she had fun at the party, but that her boyfriend wasn't in town. Then she goes, her boyfriend's never in town. Then she's like, what happens in taxis stays in taxis, right? That's what she said. So I'm thinking, fuck yeah, you know, like, she wants me to make a move on her. So I make a move, shut me down. And I don't know if that's what made me feel weird after that or whatever, but the taxi dropped her off after that. And then it was just me and the driver, bro. And this dude spoke another language, you know, something fucking fancy, you know, something that could play soccer, you know, like this dude fucking, you know, like this dude was betting on fucking foreign soccer games on his phone for sure, you know. And he said, I thought he said drugs, dude, and I just said cocaine. That's what I said. And next thing you know, we're in North Harlem. He bought some cocaine for us. He comes back in the car. We're doing cocaine. And then he's like, I got a gift for you. I got a gift, you know? And I thought it was going to be, you know, I grew up in like a troubled area. I thought it was going to be his dick, you know? Like, you know, that's what I was expecting anyway. And then a prostitute knocks on the door, you know? This lady gets in, and I think it was a man, honestly, in hindsight. She had these big sunglasses on. Kind of a man's face that was under the sunglasses.
You have cocktails in you at this point?
Yeah, had a couple tequilas, dude, and so now we're partying, bro. Me and the driver were first partying for about an hour. Dude, I got so high, I remember thinking, where is the driver? That's how fucking high I was. And he was sitting next to me doing cocaine.
Yeah, at what point does this become not a taxi cab ride? Like, when does the meter get turned off? Like, this
Oh,
is
the
such a
meter's
weird-
going, bro. The meter's at about 270, bro.
No.
So he's got to fucking be positive because I'm paying for this experience, bro. So then, dude, this hooker gets in. She had kind of long hair, huge sunglasses, covered about 60% of her face. And the 40% of her face you could see, to me, looked like a man's face, right? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just... Like, if I were on a game show and it was like, guess 40% of this person's face, I would have guessed man first, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, look like a man's face, you know? Or it looked like a woman had just shaved recently. That's what it looked like, you know? So anyway, we're all getting high together, and the hooker starts making advances towards me, bro. This sounds ridiculous. And I got out of the car, man. I felt uncomfortable, dude. So then,
Did you like slide?
You
over?
don't understand. In my world, I'm thinking you're a Louisiana boy in fucking Harlem. No shit do you feel out of place. I feel out of place there, but no. I always felt comfortable in North Harlem.
yeah.
Right, I know that neighborhood where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the Bronx yet. Right? You're not in the Bronx.
Yeah, I don't know
yet.
where we're at.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I
don't know where we're at, dude.
Was it dark?
It was a dark
Dark,
neighborhood.
that's all that matters, yeah. You ain't having a good time if you're not in the dark neighborhood one part of the night.
I was raised in one. I know when I'm
Oh,
back.
my God.
You know, I know when I'm back.
Now, what time is all this going down?
It's about 3:30.
All right, so what
it's
time?
late.
So you walk out of the cab. Where are you now? You getting another cab?
No, I'm in the street. Luigi comes out after me. That's the dude I was partying with, the driver. And dude, you know what's crazy is he had even one of the lights in the taxi wouldn't go off, and he made like this little paper mache thing and put it over the light, bro. Like, this dude was, I mean, I don't think he was a homosexual, but this dude was about the most romantic fucking cab driver I've ever spent time with, dude. And dude, it was more romantic in that taxi than it was at your fucking Airbnb, bro. That's the saddest part. So, dude, I get out. He comes out after me. He made me give him $100, right? And I gave him the 100 because I was a little scared at this point. And I'm thinking he's going to pay the hooker and she'll go. But then I look back over there a minute later, and they're kissing on each other's necks. He's spending my 100 with this hooker, dude. He fucking just got this 100 out of me, bro.
Wait, so your taxi driver bullied you into buying him a hooker?
No, he owed him money anyway. But right away, he took the money. Luigi took the money and said, "Hold on 5 minutes.
And invested it.
Let me go get $20 worth off this hooker."
He took that money and reinvested it in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And look, I respect hookers, man. Like, you know, I've been through some tough nights, man.
Not in fucking North Harlem. You know?
All right, but still, man.
I don't give a fuck. What you?
Well, I respect women that are out there if they got to be out there selling their
No,
bodies.
I don't have nothing
Right.
against that.
I know you don't.
But in North Harlem, you ain't getting into nothing good. You understand
You
me?
keep saying North Harlem. Are there
Harlem,
different parts?
I don't know.
It'll be fun. As soon as you get that laugh and you're in, you're like, oh, I'm back in. and it's amazing. But then they're closing all the parking garages in New York now at midnight because homeless people, I guess, are just walking down into them, and they're like, "Hey, this is a fun cave.
Yeah.
What could happen here?
Yeah.
I like cars."
Yeah.
You know, like I imagine like homeless people like there's a cave full of luxury cars 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
We don't have to be in the rain tonight.
Right.
And so they are closing those at midnight. So then me and my opener, we get back and we're driving around the city trying to find a spot. Everything's just weird, man. We went into a bodega at like 1. We're like standing there. There's a homeless woman in there begging for tea. The dude's like, it's your 3rd tea. And then you're looking at 2 guys that are kind of walking around the bodega and you're like, something feels off. Like, are they about to whip a gun out? Am I just paranoid because of the news? Nobody's out at night. New York City used to be, and I lived there for years.
Bumping, dude.
3 a.m. I'd be in a diner yelling at people
Yeah.
about how fucked this business was. You know,
Yeah.
I have been denied the amount of bitter, resentful bile that came out of my mouth as marinara sauce was flying out of it, mozzarella stick bites, just being like, the denial, this bitch gets
Yeah.
a special. Just nasty, real horror. I wasted so much in New York. Like, I loved it. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
But like, just the amount of time I spent walking around being angry
Yeah.
and not in awe of what an amazing city it was. Like my opener, he paints this picture of like, it's so amazing. He's like, it's just so easy to meet girls and you're dating and you're just there. You guys can go get margaritas. And I'm like, but what about all the hatred? Like, didn't you just walk around every day consumed with a darkness in you didn't know how to get rid of? He's like, well, not really, no. He's like, I was dating, and I'm like, but what about the late nights on the roof of your building smoking a cigarette, cursing God? I love it there. I miss it a little. Never live there again because me and New York have that relationship where we destroy each other. I was a tour guide. I ruined people's lives. I ruined vacations that people had saved up their entire life to come to New York to just see it. And I would grab the microphone and I'd go, this city sucks and I am dying in this city. I have nothing and everyone I know has nothing. Everyone. I said, I know some of the most talented people and they're getting nowhere. And people were like, this is really, we just want to see the Lion King. We just want to see the Lion King.
Were you doing bus tours?
Yeah, double-decker bus tours. I would stand on the bus and I would just go out there and I would tell people, I would say, they'd be like, it seems like you have such a fun job. I say, ask Winter. You know how many operations Winter's had on her foot? 6. She's had 6 foot operations. She's 68 years old. Okay? She doesn't want to show you Carnegie Hall anymore. She wants the long sleep. Like, it was such...
Dude, we used to have this lady Victoria, Miss Victoria, in our neighborhood, bro. You could pull up, bro. You could eat her ass for like $40, right? She'd sit in your car window, dude. Just basically put her ass in your fucking car window like a fucking to-go box, you know? You could, if you had somebody driving, you could even have them drive the block, and she would just sit in there like a little side item, bro. But so this dude Luigi, I give him the 100. He gets back in the car. They're making out. I'm kind of pissed, dude, but I don't want to bring that negative energy back into the car, right? So I deal with my feelings out in the street for a minute, kind of process through that.
Why don't you want to bring negative feelings back into the car?
Just because I'm already really extremely high, man. I'm under the influence of cocaine. It's almost 4 a.m. And I don't know these people that well. And I still need to get home. And for some reason at this point, I feel like Luigi is responsible to get me home, right? So I get back in the front seat, right? And they're hooking up in the back, a little blowjob. Like it's getting wild, you know? And I want to still do cocaine, you know? But I don't want to interrupt them, dude. So I remember trying to quietly do cocaine in the front seat, just like fucking, like the softest little inhale you could do.
Were you watching them at any point?
Yeah, some, dude. I was definitely listening hard. You know?
Did you stink?
I mean, no,
It's
I
like
don't remember
cologne.
that.
Like,
Dude.
all you smell is like cologne. Like when you walk in the middle of them, all you smell is like fucking heavy duty perfume. Covering
I'm
up.
trying to remember. She smelled like violence to me in tattoos. She was a tough lady, or man. I mean, I thought she was a man. The face looked like a man's face to me, but she had big sunglasses on. She could have been one of those taller Vietnamese people that kind of look black at night, you know? So we're in there, and now I'm in the car, and I'm trying to quietly do cocaine, dude. Like, just like a fucking, just like a... Like just doing it in like in installments, like I had a bump on layaway.
Why do you have to be
just
polite?
fucking-
They're back there fucking. Why can't you just?
Because there's something wrong with me where I sacrifice other people. Like, I just feel like I got to be considerate at all times. I don't want to interrupt them, dude. I guess. I don't know, man. I was fucked up, bro. So they're partying. At one point, I remember even turning my head back and just dumping cocaine quietly into the top of my nose. Just like this. just as quiet as I could be. And a cop goes by, dude. Cop goes by. I get scared. I tell Luigi I'm scared, bro. And he don't give a fuck, dude. This is when I realized like he didn't care about me as much as I cared about him, I guess. And he's like, "You drive, you drive." And that's when I got in the driver's seat, and I drove, man. I drove us about 1.5 miles, dude. I don't even know where I was, dude. And then I pulled over because a voice in my head, bro. First, a voice in my head is like, "Dude, at least you're." It was like, "You're out here, bro. You're high. You know, you're doing cocaine." But at least you're making money, you know? Like I was working, like I was the cab driver. And that's when, like, dude, my brain's fucked up. Like, this ain't my cab. You know, I got to pay for this. And then my brain was like, you don't have a commercial driver's license. And that's what got me to pull over, dude. That technicality that if a cop stopped me that I wouldn't have one. And I pulled over. I got another taxi, got back to my hotel room, finished doing my cocaine. And I had to be on Opie and Jim Norton that morning. And it's 5:30 now, dude. I took 3 showers, bro, in 10 minutes. Right?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Did you pay Luigi, or did you just kind of get out and just get into another cab?
We ended up in a little bit of an argument at the end. I left $100 on the car seat and yelled adios at him really loud, bro. I don't even know if he spoke Spanish, dude. I'm just screaming adios at him and this fucking hooker who had the smallest tits I've ever seen, bro. Looked like a man's chest. But then I go to Opie and Jim, dude, and the other guest for the day is Daryl Strawberry. And I could not even feel my face, dude. I couldn't even think. And that's when I was like, this is a bad look. You know? I couldn't even talk. They were asking me questions, dude, and I couldn't even, like, I couldn't feel my face. All my thoughts was coming out of my neck. Like I was running on neck thoughts, dude. I'm fucking thinking with my neck, bro. So I fucking sat there for 3 hours, bro. Just roasting. Now I know how you feel, kind of, Lee. I just sat there just boiling in my own fucking drug-induced bullshit. And then I fucking left, bro. And I'm halfway on the walk over there, I realized I had on fucking sweatpants with jeans over them, bro. Horrible. That's like a catheter outfit. Like if you might be getting a catheter and you might have to stay overnight.
Yeah, but I do things that I regret. Like, you know, I did an audition for this African black. Can I say something?
Either one is fine.
African black is good.
A black
African
a black director.
Okay.
And I killed it in the audition.
Okay.
This is years ago.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, "Stick around, talk." And so I was sat next to him actually.
Yeah.
And then we were talking, and then he's like, tell me about your career, this and that. And for some reason, we were laughing, and I poked him in the belly, and I go, "Fatty," like that.
Is that appropriate?
Yeah, so we were like, you know, he said, I forgot what we were laughing about. We're like, and I was in the moment.
Yeah.
I go, "Fatty," like that. And I poked him really hard in the stomach.
And then what?
And he just, "Okay, thank you."
Oh man, God, that's so
And
funny.
I walked out of the audition, and in my head, I was like, "Why did you do
Yeah, because like, look at it. I'm still like, I feel like a
Nah,
kid.
but you're beautiful, man.
Yeah,
You're a good
I
guy.
appreciate it, man.
You seem like a really good guy, and I'm happy that you found a lady that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just remember seeing you guys laugh and just like being like goofy and just seemed like I was like, man, these two kids are. Hope they don't have a child, you know, because this child's gonna be mentally handicapped. But I also remember, because where I'm from, if you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops on them. And that was a rule when I was young, and that's true, dude. That's true. If you see two mentals hugging, you call the cops immediately because once two mentals don't make a non-mental. Right. You know, rarely do they. And it's a risk, and it's high risk, low reward. That's what they call that in psychology.